up, bro?
Brett, you want to go first?
Welcome back to Chicago, Raufeon. You and Sergio have both trained in Milwaukee at Rufus Sport. Were you surprised at all when this matchup was booked?
Yeah, I was surprised actually. I was surprised. I got the call while I was in the hospital delivering or after delivery of my third child, and I was just like, "What the fuck going?" but yeah. So I got it, and then I immediately hit Serge like, "Hey, bro, you got this?" And he was like, "Damn, you must have just got the news, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Damn, yeah, it is what it is," type of thing. And we here today. We gonna get in there and lock horns and freaking see who the best man is at the end of the day. But yeah, I was surprised.
And then you said in other interviews that you think that the winner of this fight may take on the tournament winner. Who do you think wins the tournament?
I really like Justin Wetzel, man. I've known Justin Wetzel for a while, so I know his work ethic and I know how strong he is, and how dedicated he is to MMA. So I would pick Justin.
Hi, Raufeon. Is there anything in Sergio's style that you think will mesh really well with your style? And are you excited for how the fight's going to play out?
Yeah, I think our styles are actually kind of, however, like my skill set, I guess my base would be wrestling, and his base would kind of be karate. But we both, like, I feel like I grew up in Rufus Sports System, so I've adopted a lot of the things that he does well or they do well at Rufus Sport, and so I want to say we kind of had the same style for a while, but mine was more grappling heavy. Um, so I just know, what our training room was like, and I know the fans are in for a hell of a fight. Uh, I mean, everybody is pretty excited about the fight already, but they don't know, like the people in the gym know, what goes on in that room, and the fans can be excited about this fight.
Absolutely. You also seem to have a real love of the game, and
Yeah,
you're always all smiley here, and
yeah.
everything's infectious, actually. Uh, what is it about the fight game that really draws you in and gets you so excited?
Man, it's fun to compete. It's fun to kind of let it all fly. You know what I mean? That part is like super fun to me. Like the extra media and stuff like that. That comes with it, and I don't mind that stuff. To be honest with you, training is hard as shit, and and when I can come out here, talk to some people, go punch some people in the face, have fun in front of people, and then I don't have to like hold back or take care of training partners. It's a fun thing to do. It's a fun way to make a living, and so I enjoy every second and moment I'm doing this. So yeah, that's probably why I'm smiling.
All right, good luck on Friday.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Over here. So you seem to have a lot of energy and you're supposed to be cutting weight. Is this how you normally talk or you're
Yeah,
constantly
I play it up a little bit for y'all, but no, my weight cut they go pretty smooth, and I'm pretty efficient with my energy. I ain't really doing much outside of kind of chilling, waiting to do obligations, and yeah, just recovering and until fight time. You know what I mean? But this is mainly my I guess demeanor. This is mainly my demeanor. When I get closer, it's actually funny. When I get closer, so my family and like everybody around me, um, when I get close to the fight, I get a little less outgoing, and a little, not like mean, but not. I get more reserved, and everybody around me when it comes to fight time is like worried that I'm not. I don't like them, or that I'm like mad at them or something. But it's probably because I'm so like talkative, and kind of exciting to be around. Then when I get close to a fight, I kind of get dialed in, and I don't do as much of that. So yeah, this pretty much my kind of mood always.
And then you said the fans don't really know what's in store for the fight on Friday. Can you give us a little preview of what we could expect?
Man, you can expect, a high, so you got two former champions, competing for a chance to get back to that championship spot, and two former training partners that know the ins and out of each other's game. So, we both know what we do well, and we know where we kind of match up. So we're going to go in there, and we're going to get to what we know, and get to what we're good at. So you can expect Serge to be spinning, kicking my face off. You can expect me to be trying to grapple at his legs and also kick his face off. And in the middle of that, we're going to be punching each other and elbowing each other. And yeah, it's just going to be, I know it's going to be fun. Hey, what's up, bro?
All good, bro. So you used to train at Rufus Sports 3 or 4 years ago. How you gonna feel Friday? People from Milwaukee are gonna come here, see familiar faces in the crowd.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be cool. It's kind of cool / weird because I feel like both of our fan bases are the same people. So I know the people are kind of torn, who they feel like they should root for. I say just come out and, watch a dope fight, If you do have people that so like Anthony Pettis is his brother. Like, root for your brother. I'm rooting for Sergio low-key, but but I'm finna go in there and try to rip his face off, and we'll be cool afterwards. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun / weird / you know what I mean? We just gonna figure it out. This is my first time. We're gonna figure it out. But I think me and Sergio are both mature enough as human beings and as athletes to go in there, compete to the best of our ability, and then leave it at that, at the end of the day.
How much you think you both have evolved since you were teammates?
You say how long have we been training?
Since you were teammates.
Since we were training, it's probably been so it was 2021 when I moved to Houston. So about 4 years probably. So that makes it a little better, that I'm not, because we were slated to fight in 2021, after a camp or after training together that last week or something, So this feels a little easier, to wrap my head around because I haven't been at Rufus Sport for 4 years. Thanks.
Raufeon, how excited are you to be back in Chicago once again?
Man, Chi-Town, let's go, baby. I'm super excited. I haven't lost a fight here, so that's always good. This is my 3rd time fighting in Chicago. Yeah, I love Chicago, man. I feel like Chicago or the Midwest is my kind of home away from home. So, yeah, I love fighting in Chicago.
I got to get your thoughts. Last weekend, Wichita, Magomedov said nobody knows the guys in the tournament, and he was watching very closely this fight between you and Sergio.
Yep.
He feels the winner of this fight should fight him for a title. Just your thoughts on that.
Man, I believe, Magomed is another one of those guys that I feel like he does have a clear or a good argument, for fighting for the title. The only caveat, to that is that I beat him already, and I feel like me and Sergio hasn't been as active as him, so I feel like we probably deserve it a little more. And then we were former champions, so that also gives the division more validity, or that gives the tournament champion or whoever the champion will be more validity if they beat a former champion, So I wouldn't hate a number 1 contender fight, with him next. I feel like Magomed has always been kind of respectful, and always, he a cool dude. But yeah, that's the only reason I feel like it should be me and the winner of me and Sergio next for the belt. But he has made he's I think on he's a 1-fight win streak, right? Yeah, 1 streak. Maybe he should get another one, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. No, but Magomed he's a great athlete, and I love to run that fight back with him. I know he want to get his dub back, so it don't necessarily do me a lot of good to fight Magomed, but I love challenges, and if Magomed is out there and he's the guy that'll get me to the belt, so let's run it.
We're just kind of going into this one. I've seen some buzz online that people are calling this fight the people's main event outside of the tournament semifinals. How does that make you feel,
Man, that makes me feel good. It makes me feel kind of worth it of taking this fight, and it just solidified. I mean, everybody knows, this is gonna be a good fight. Everybody kind of in the know how good we both are and know how great we both perform. So, they just know they in for a good fight. That makes me, feel good.
Best of luck, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Mills.
Hey, how's it going, Raufeon? This MMA locker room part of Pub Sports Radio. How you feeling today?
Hey, I'm doing good, bro. How you doing?
Can't complain, man. Another day above ground. All right, so, you guys been circling each other for a while now. You guys agreed to fight in 2022, former training partners, but after that, you separated from the gym, and you started training with your close teammates like Adrian Yanez and Cameron Smotherman. You didn't really join a big gym. Can you talk about how it helped you to just stay with your same guys that you guys kind of grew up and built your training sessions with?
Yeah, man. I met those guys when I came down to Houston to visit. Their coach Sol Solis, he ran a good gym with those guys, and when I came back to Houston, that was the first guys that I thought of training with. I kind of like staying with the same team because then I can you can build on top of things that you have a longevity of things that you're building to or whatever. You're not starting new systems. You're building on top of things that you're doing. And then those guys we met Eve Edwards, and now we got Thug Jitsu University helping us build and build complete fighters from that aspect. But yeah, man, I love those guys. Those guys they're always there for me. I try to always be there for them, and it's always good to have that base group of guys that you can count on. No matter what.
All right, and then we seen it play out one time in the PFL cage. Former training partners and friends fought each other. I think it was Nathan Schultz and Rush Munifer. I want to say. Long story short, one fighter won. But at the end, they ended it as a draw, no decision, because they actually weren't in there throwing strikes.
Oh, I remember
that.
that
Problem this Friday?
Definitely not, bro. No, I could tell in our face-off that was yesterday. We've made a silent agreement to go in there and compete to the best of our ability. It's a crazy game, but it's the game we play, and I ain't gonna lie, in training, it's been times I've tried to take his face off, so now I'm just trying to take his face off for money, So, it is what it is. Again, and then it's also better that we have spent, that 3 to 4 years apart, So, yeah, you can, I promise it's gonna be strikes thrown in this fight.
Got it. And then real quick, MMA grade school on yourself. Where would you get your striking, A through F?
A through F, I think I'm a solid B+.
And what about your cardio?
My cardio is an A+. Finishability a B+.
Last one for me, fight IQ.
Fight IQ A+.
Got it, man. Can't wait to see you fight this Friday.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Shady.
Shady Bechet with MMA Dungeon. Raufeon, pleasure to speak to you.
Yes, sir.
You'd recently told Cage Side Press, a buddy of mine, you was talking to Eddie, you told him that you were slated to fight Patchy Mix for the Bellator title, which was supposed to be unified with the tournament title.
Yep.
Instead, Patchy moved over to the UFC and took on Mario Bautista. If you saw that fight, which I hope you did, what were your thoughts on his performance, and what would a matchup between today's Raufeon Stots and that version of Patchy Mix have looked like?
Bro, that's why, man. I was salivating at the point or the fact that I couldn't fight him on that day, because that Patchy Mix versus Raufeon is, I mean, that's just not a good fight. I just don't think. Yeah, I don't know what. Everybody has bad days, and that was a bad day for Patchy. If Patchy would fought me on a bad day, I would demolish him. But yeah, it is what it is, I'm not gonna lie, I was like a little, jealous that it wasn't me, to get that dub. But on the hindsight, I'm happy that PFL and Patchy Mix were able to come to a resolution, because I was sitting, on the sidelines waiting for that title fight to happen. That was like, that's one of the reasons I'm here. I want to fight, the best in the division. So I was willing to wait for that fight, So yeah, I was definitely mad that I wasn't that fight, because I also feel like I've made changes in my game that would have assured me a victory against Patchy Mix. But it is what it is. I can't cry over spilled milk, because I'm gonna just get mad. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is what it is at this point.
Thank you, sir. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, I apologize in advance, but last question, Lorenzo.
Hey, Raufeon, thanks for taking the time to speak to us.
No problem.
Your opponent, Sergio, has had a rough stretch as of late, especially if you include his recent boxing result. I wonder if that affects your preparation for this fight in terms of gauging how aggressive you can expect them to be in your fight?
I don't think so. Wait, say it again. What was the last part of that question?
Just like in terms of how aggressive you expect them to be, since he's coming off a couple losses in a row, I'm sure he wants to make an impact.
Oh yeah. That was my thought process. My thought process is Sergio wants to get a win. He needs a win. You know what I mean? I mean, it's no different than any other, or actually it is a little different. Coming off for the L's, it's like puts a bad taste in your mouth. So like you want to come back and not have that same result. He's took those. I know he's took those fights on or compromise, whether it be weight or like the situation. So I don't know how much stock he puts into that, but I know he puts a lot of stock into winning and performing his best. And so I would assume that he's gonna come out, be aggressive, try to come and take this win from me. And I gotta be prepared for that. I gotta come. I'm gonna just meet fire with fire, to be honest, and see where the chips fall. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly where I was going with that too. Do you feel like you can thrive in that type of situation when it's just fire against fire, as you just put it?
Yeah, I feel like when people come at me, so it's like two ways to fight me. It's two ways to fight me. You come at me or whatever, and then I start. I mean, you come at me and then I beat you up, or you kind of bag away and then I beat you up. I mean, that's just how I see it in my head. So we're gonna see. But again, I remember training sessions, with Sergio, and us meeting fire with fire. Some of them times it ain't go so good. We're gonna find out what the hell gonna happen come Friday. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm low key excited too to kind of see where we both have progressed since the time that we trained, and that's one of the reasons I got in the game too, to improve as a martial artist, and I get to prove how great I can be, apart from the training system that I grew up under. So yeah.
And I'll close on this one for you, Raufeon. This has all the makings to be a fight of the night contender for sure. As a pro fighter and former champion, how do you balance the importance of getting a win, upholding your status as a martial artist, but also putting on a fight both for the live crowd and for the people watching at home?
Well, I think all those things for me as a mixed martial artist, how I train and how I fight, they all align. I have exciting fights. I'm winning majority of the time if I'm having exciting fights, and the way that I dictate the fight is how I carry myself as a mixed martial artist. So for me, it's kind of one and the same. I don't have to think about them differently or separately. I go in there and I do the job that I've trained to do, It's going to be exciting, and I'm going to get the win.
Thanks so much. Can't wait to see it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that's all we got for you today.
Cool.